crypto legends. How is everybody doing today? Are we looking for the next leg up for Bitcoin happening potentially in the next coming minutes during the live stream? Are we going to get another high? It is very much a high possibility. How is everybody doing today? Hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. Let's crack on, guys, with the technical analysis. Of course, I'm going to go in through the comment section, say hello to the beautiful community. How is everybody doing? Are you managing very well with the markets, with your trading? Let's analyze the situation here together to see what has happened during today. What has happened during today here? Were there any good levels to get into a short position? We will go through when we were talking about on yesterday's live stream what we wanted to see on the price to start thinking about getting into a short scalp day trade scenario. This was very much talked about on yesterday's stream. If you go through yesterday's stream, guys, I was going to tell you exactly what we needed to see on the chart to get into a really nice short trade to mirror something very similar that happened on the 2nd and 3rd of January consolidation after the major pump getting a quick move to the downside. We had something very similar happening today. I was basically explaining you yesterday how you could get into a high probability trade, and I'm going to tell you that we mirrored the consolidation and we rejected at a very similar scenario that was explained, okay, hours in advance to let you know what you needed to see on the chart to take a shorting decision. We did get a really nice move of over $1,000 for you to actually get into a possible trade, okay? So it's just getting those plans ready. We'll go through that scenario right away. Going to give you the exact same explanation that was given on yesterday's stream to take a shorting opportunity to take advantage of the possible move to the downside, which was over $1,000, okay? It was very, very quick. However, you want to start taking some profits once you start hitting some major levels and getting a recovery. I did get into this short. I did not take profit here. I did not take profit here. I locked most of the profits here in between the yearly and this level right over here, okay? As we were not getting follow through of this major flush, okay, that we had just a few hours ago. It needs to be explained because you are here to learn how to trade. You are here to learn how to take advantage of the market movements. And of course, we need to remain patient to get into some ranges where we do see some exhaustion, knowing where to take advantage of the situation. So first of all, let me go through the comment section, say hello to the beautiful community, guys. Are we going to get another leg up? We are struggling very much at the value area high of this mini trading range formed in between yesterday and today. Will we manage to smash through? That is a very big question, of course. We do have the possibility. However, that value area high is maintaining as very strong resistance for the time being during the last few hours. We're going to talk about why this was actually a pretty good shorting opportunity right away, okay? First of all, let's go through the comment section. Andy, check BTC Ethereum or Ethereum BTC, right? I guess you're talking about Ethereum BTC instead of BTC Ethereum, right? BTC Ethereum. Want me to take a look at BTC Ethereum? Yeah, BTC Ethereum. BTC is obviously overpassing Ethereum, but taking a look at the Ethereum BTC chart is very interesting, where we are already getting into the buying zone. This is the moment you want to start thinking about, you know, accumulating Ethereum for the mid-long term, right? For the next 6 to 18 months. This is the zone because Ethereum will have its time, guys. Don't worry against Bitcoin. It will surpass Bitcoin at some stage. Now is not the moment, of course. We got the Bitcoin ETF. We do not need to pay attention to Ethereum just yet, okay? Now, of course, this is entering into the great zone where you want to start thinking of accumulation on Ethereum when it's going down against Bitcoin. Now, continue through the comment section right away just to say hello, and then we'll crack on with the technical analysis, guys, explaining what happened here. What happened for you to take a shorting decision at this level. With good risk management, have a trading plan, look for the levels, know how to take profit. I'll explain that right away. I closed all of my long position here on Bybit. That position is closed, okay? No more long position. We're getting choppy. We could go to 48K, no doubt. But overall, wanted to get into a short and in no trade at the moment. But we'll be talking about a possible opportunity, of course, in the next coming minutes, okay? So that long position has been fully closed as we've been hitting this resistance, consolidating. Profits are profits. Do we go to 48K or not? It doesn't matter. There is another trading setup around the corner. Remember, guys, Bybit has a special offer down below with a link in the description. It is that bonus, of course, that I think a lot of people do have, but it's a special 20% fee cut, okay? It is only available with this link in the description. You will not find it on anybody else. 20% fee cut on the Bybit link down below. The best exchange out there for the moment, in my personal opinion. Let's continue here through the comment section. Then we go through the technical analysis, going through the pure education here on, hey, how could have I managed a trading setup here, right? This is the question from all the new beginners, right? Or people that have been trading for the last, several months, but still, they need to polish some of their, risk management and knowing exactly where to enter. I'll go through that right away after saying hello to the rest of the community. Good. ETF EVE-ALL. Will it be approved? Let me ask the poll here before I continue with the comment section, guys, because my goodness, ETF approval tomorrow, yes or no? That is going to be the question. ETF approve. ETF tomorrow. ETF tomorrow, yes or no? Let me know right away in the poll that I just asked right away. Mark Dutch, thank you very much for joining the stream. Got my moderators here giving power. Moon Boot Boy, Mark Dutch, Aditya, thanks for joining the stream. You guys are absolute legends. Dippin, yo, what's going on? Bikic, happy ETF dinner all. On 9th on the like smash from Chicago. Thank you very much, Relief. 61 viewers. Let's see if we can get that many likes before Andy shows up. Yes, sir. Like button is smashing, I think. Make sure to destroy. We got 600 likes on yesterday's stream. Let's see if we can equal that today, guys. Thank you very much for the insane support. Let's crack on with the comments and go through the technical analysis and go through that education, guys. Okay, very important. I want my community to be educated, to be ready to take the next possible trading setups. Very, very important. We'll go through the next possible setups because there's an opportunity always around the corner, guys. Okay, when there's volatility like this, you know the deal. Hey, chill. Let the price do what it needs to do. Once we get into a range, there will be a good shorting opportunity, just like what happened here. We basically mirrored this scenario for this drop, and I'll explain why. This was very much anticipated, making the community be patient. There will be a shorting trade. It actually got over $1,000 drop to the downside, and this is what it was explained yesterday. No shorts to be taken just yet. We need to get into a range. Once we create that range, then we're looking for the shorting trigger. You might ask yourself, where was the short? I'll explain right away. It was basically what I said yesterday on the stream. So smash up the like button. Aditya, thank you very much for the support. Who made that intro song? I have no idea. Hope you like it. Pete, hello. Kevin, let's go. Reality. You nailed your call earlier, Andy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nailed the call earlier. Thank you very much. Yeah. I try and nail some calls. Sometimes they don't happen, but this is why we have our stop losses. We have our risk management in place. Mark Dutch, Moon Boot Boy. We have Aditya here. Thanks, guys. Top is in, says Luke. Could be very, very close to the top, guys. No doubt we could be. Now, there is a massive fee war in between all of the, basically BlackRock, basically Bitwise, all of them wanting to get the lowest fee for that spot Bitcoin ETF because they know they're going to make a lot of money based on commissions, and they know that the demand is there for Bitcoin. So they are fighting to get the lowest fees. How crazy is that? So yeah, there's a battle between fees, right? Who's going to have the lowest fees for the spot Bitcoin ETF? And it's absolutely crazy. You can see them every day going down, going down. We've got Bitwise right now at 0.2%. BlackRock was around about 0.3%. So they are fighting for the fees because they know they're going to have a massive amount of investors wanting to buy Bitcoin. And of course, you know, they want to fight. They want to have the cheapest commission, right? So anyway, continuing through the comment section right away. Right, let's go right away. Stefan, how are you doing? Hey, Andy, where I can see when the ETF is approved? Well, you will see it. Obviously, Twitter would be the first place, but it has to be official from an official website. Even going to one of these, okay, such as, you know, BlackRock, such as, you know, they will definitely post, you know, VanEck, Bitwise, go to their official Twitter, you know, and it will be confirmed. There's many good news sources on Twitter that will come out. Pay attention, because obviously there will be a lot of fake news as well. So right, let's go continue here with the comment section. Market M, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Right, let's go. Thomas Lav, I like more your shorter videos. They are straight to the point. Lives are sometimes too long. Yeah, but lives are more for community. Interact with the community. Help the community out. I know, you know, I am trying with a one video update and a live stream. Live streams, I want to go through a bit of news, through a bit, you know, right now with the ETF, but also give that explanation, right? It's really nice to give that solid explanation on where there could be an opportunity. A video update is like, you know, this level. I know, you know, some people prefer the shorter videos. Some people prefer lives, because I interact with the community, which is very important. Also, help with your education. Smash the like button, boys, says James. Thank you very much. Devolt, thank you, my man, for joining the stream. Let's go right away. Andy, how late is ETF? Says Stefan, and on what website can I see the news or the meeting? I mean, it will be posted on Twitter, no doubt. I know Twitter is not the exact source where you're going to see the approval, but you will find out. No doubt you will find out in an instant. Okay, your live streams are top. Thank you very much. Now, guys, let's go right away. Sing Games, thanks for joining the stream. Let's go right away. It's a cool song. If you put Shazam, you can basically download that song. I can't remember how it's what it's called right now, but you just Shazam it, right? Download Shazam on your mobile, and there you have the song, right? So let's go right away. Andy, there's a few liquidity building at 47,300, but overall not much above that. Is liquidity now being stacked at lower levels? It looks like that long squeeze for coming weeks. No doubt. You know, I would not be surprised to see the ultimate massive big candlestick to the downside, guys. And you know what? We have it possibly with a ETF possibly not being approved. Just imagine right now we get that leg up to $48,000. That is going to be in confluence, okay, with the 618 Fibonacci from the all-time high to the all-time low, just almost tapping that 618 Fibonacci, the value area high. Imagine ETF not approved. It's like the analysis is at massive resistance, you know, and it's just kind of in confluence, right? ETF not approved, and you know, on the technicals we just hitting a huge massive resistance zone. So I would not be surprised if we were to get several $1,000s of a move to the downside. However, what if we do get that one more leg up and then get the movement down, right? This would have to be kind of the scenario that should happen for the next 24 hours, right? Everybody calling, you know, the top is in, right? People FOMOing into long positions, and then obviously get all of the shorters with over leverage out of the market, and then get the huge, massive multi-$1,000 drop. That was, you know, this would actually make sense. You know, this actually should happen. it should happen, especially if the ETFs are not approved. Even though if they are approved, I would expect a major flush, guys, because you know how much leverage is going to come into the market, how many, you know, we've been pumping like crazy for several months. We just need to have that flush. Okay, I would be not scared of any of this. You know, this needs to happen. It kind of needs to happen to make a healthy market, you know. So any pump to the upside, I mean, we do not have any limits. You know, there might be a lot of people thinking I'm going with a 5x leverage short position and I got a lot of limit orders here, so I actually catch the major drop. Stay cautious with all of this, because you have no idea what kind of God candle can actually take all of your orders and actually stop you or liquidate you with a possible God candle. You know, it's not the way that we want to trade. We want to trade the safe way. And, you know, the news is out tomorrow. So getting into the news in the next 24 hours, we could still see a little bit of more pumpy action, okay? We will analyze that situation. No doubt that, you know, it's going to be a bit of a complex situation, guys, to get into the short on the actual news coming out. It's just going to be a very, very hard task. I have no idea what kind of candle can happen here. You know, could we go to 48, 50K? It might just even have a wick to $55,000. We just don't really know, guys. You know, it will be a dangerous environment to try and catch the trade, okay? A lot of people are going to get extremely burnt in the next 24 hours. Do you know what I am likely going to do? I'm going to be like this. Let the movement happen. Whatever happens, I'm happy. I'm not going to have any trades exposed unless I'm already in a trade and the trade is protected, because my goodness, it's just going to be an absolute volatility party where people are going to make some gains and other people are just going to get extremely wrecked, guys. And I don't want you to be part of that, you know, wrecked party, right? Because we just don't know how the volatility is going to play out. You know what? You know where I'm going to trade, whatever the price does, either this, then this, or this. You know, I'll be trading inside of this range, right? Once that is created, possibly, you know, by tomorrow. That is where I'm going to be trading. I ain't going to trade this mad volatility. I don't know where the price is going to go. So why would I trade it? You know, it's just a ticket to wrecked city, and I don't want any tickets to wrecked city. That was back into 2018 and 2019. I was buying all of the wrecked tickets. I was buying them because I was getting wrecked, because I was taking bad trading decisions. Anyway, enough talk. Let's go through the educational start of this live stream and talk about what was mentioned on yesterday's stream. What do we need to see to start to get into a possible scalp day trade short position, right? Get into that pullback where we talked about a mini range. Let's form a mini range after this pump, and that mini range was formed in between yesterday and today. And let's talk about the similarities that we wanted to see here from a range to possibly get into a short. Well, basically it's topping out at a certain resistance level and find a little bit of a consolidation. So we already had a range forming at this level, okay? Now this range right over here, we can see that the price action on the lower time frames, okay, after this consolidation, we were testing the highs of this mini range right over here with the value area high right there, getting that fake out. This was your possible first attempt to get into a short position, right? Get that move here to the downside, at least to the lows of the range, right? This could have been your take profit zone, all right? Or if you had movement here to the downside, then let's wait and see if you recover, getting back above the yearly level and getting back here with a big massive bounce. Then you're just taking profits here as you move up, and that's it, because you're very much aware of that V-shaped recovery. Still with the news coming out, you know, price, you know, the market is bullish, but that was your short trigger right over here. Beautiful value area high, swing failure pattern from the local highs to trigger a short position with a stop loss at the highs to look for the lows to be claimed. That was already a relatively nice move of $600-700. Now obviously it did more than $1,000 drop, but this was your target zone. Let's go and zoom out here to the price action that was created back in January, the 2nd and 3rd of January. It was very, very similar scenario. You top out after a big, massive rally and you get into a consolidation range, which is going to give you a value area, okay? And of course, same scenario. You have some highs of the range and the value area high. You basically top out here with a wick, shorting trigger, stop loss. You're aiming for the value area low and even the possibly these lows over here. Bang, take profit. You move lower, absolutely phenomenal. But if you don't move lower and you get a massive instant recovery, you would just want to lock your profits as you're getting back inside of the range, okay? So that is the brief explanation that was mentioned hours in advance yesterday. This is what you want to see, and the high of the range here, testing the highs, is possibly when you want to get into the short. And when we fast forward, of course, after that consolidation that was mentioned yesterday, this is exactly what happened. You formed a topping range, you formed a range, you had some highs inside of the range with the value area high. Guess where you wicked? Right over here. Guess where you dropped to the lows of the range. And that is it. That is basically it. There's really not much more science behind that. Keep trading easy and don't overcomplicate when there's massive volatility. Leave the volatility for other players. You want to get into the good players, well, which are making profits, right? Keep your trading simple, easy to understand, and let the volatility, for other players, because when there's volatility, I don't know when the price is going to stop. So I just wait till it stops. We wait till the price stops, guys. This is the easy trading range. This is where trading is much easier when there's no volatility. There's volatility, but there's not that much volatility, right? You don't want to stay away from these massive pumps, especially when we have people, I had people in the comment section, saying already getting into a short here at $46,000, saying, no, wait. You're going to get burnt. I hope you manage your risk, okay? Maybe you have small little stop losses, but it's just not worth it, because till the price actually stops in a range, then you can look for those setups. Anyway, let's continue right away through the comment section. And hodl for now, we have here from Ace of Hearts. Yes, right. Valkyrie Investment co-founder Stephen McClurk said the Bitcoin spot ETF is expected to receive SEC approval by the end of Wednesday and begin trading Thursday morning. This is also a very interesting tweet that has happened, just in the last few hours, if I'm not mistaken, here from Devolt, sharing in the comment section. So they expect it to be approved tomorrow and have actual, have it, trading by Thursday. So it's going to be live by Thursday. That is obviously still a speculation tweet from Valkyrie Investment. It's still, it could be denied. We don't really know till we have the official statement, okay, from the SEC tomorrow. But anyway, are you legend, bro? Another scenario is that pump yesterday could be actually the approval pump, and tomorrow will be sell the news. What do you think, Andy? Says Maddie. We have never seen this event for the price of Bitcoin, right? I think there is too many sell the news analysts out there, okay? We would have to get a major flush on the market of several $1,000s. It will have to happen at some stage. Whether we do get a massive hype pump, it will just, there will be an end to it at some point, right? With a very, very nasty corrective move. That is what I personally think. So, sell the news event, yeah, but I think there could be more upside till the news is out, which is tomorrow, right? We could still pump a few $1,000s till it's actually out, right? So, I've never seen this before in the history of Bitcoin. We have never seen, spot Bitcoin ETFs being possibly approved, very close to be approved. We haven't seen this. The Bitcoin market has never faced something like this, spot Bitcoin ETF. Of course, we had the CME futures approval back in 2017. And of course, yeah, when you approve futures, what does that mean? You can short very aggressively an asset with high leverage. And of course, that is not good. You know, when the market's been going up a lot and you get a, CME futures approval on that market, you need to think, oh my goodness, this means that big money can short the market right now, and we could be going into a huge bear market. But this is not the case. This is spot buying. This is, spot Bitcoin ETF. They need to buy Bitcoin. There's no shorting here. It's just buying the actual Bitcoin. So ETF will come in March, says Rainbow Fibonacci. There is a gut feeling. That it's, oh my goodness, but you know what? That will be even more bullish for the price of Bitcoin. So say the ETF is not approved tomorrow. We get a massive dump of, I don't know, $5,000, $10,000 maybe, right? In a matter of a few days. That will only be bullish. Because you know what? There we still have the Sell the News event, which is going to be in March, okay? So we'll still have the, oh, well, if it is going to be approved in March and we get that instant dump, guess what? We're likely going to buy the rumor till March. Buy the rumor till it is approved and we can have the proper Sell the News event. So actually, the ETF not being approved tomorrow is going to be bullish midterm still for the next coming months till it is approved, because there will be still buy the rumor. It will still be a buy the rumor. Buy the rumor will continue if it is not approved tomorrow, right? So you could have a big massive drop, okay? It's a bearish news. It's bearish news if it's not approved, but we continue buying the rumor if it is going to be in March. Hello Andy, love your TA, says Mon Ninja. Thank you very, very much. 740 people watching the stream at the moment. Absolutely epic. So anyway, let's continue. I'm trying to read here most of best stream, says Barodi. Thank you very much. Those are very kind words. Let's go right away. Right, let's go right away. We can see DeVault here, also golden cross on the 50 and 200 moving average on the weekly for the first time in history. This can act as a magnet and pull price back. Yeah, DeVault knows as well. We can see Mark Dirt saying that this is, I don't really use moving averages for many years now. Yes, that is definitely a possibility to vote for anybody that is using moving averages. Right, Doge to the moon. What's happening with Doge? Is Doge pumping like crazy? Get out of here. Is it having a massive moonshot? It's getting a bit of a... We were talking about the possibility of this descending wedge breaking out. We broke a bit of uptrend structure here. This was from analysis several weeks ago. And we got a breakdown in the end here. So Dogecoin is pumping a little bit. But yeah, today. But not... Yeah, it's getting a bit of a bumpy action. For Doge to be bullish... I mean, already getting above this neckline here successfully, you might think, okay, it's going to be a retest of this, support trend line, right? You're going to get a massive pump and then obviously move down here. I wouldn't be too sure about that. You have the huge, massive double bottom that did break out. However, we got, the price moving down very aggressively right there. So we need to be a little bit cautious on this rally because it could create a lower high here. But anyway, we will analyze that scenario here on Dogecoin once that happens. But yeah, take a look at this range from December. I mean, no doubt that the value area low, point of control, which is in confluence with this higher low support trend line, it is going to be interesting for Doge. I do see a rejection here on Doge at the 9-cent level. If it does continue pumping. Anyway, let's go right away. Be cautious with Dogecoin here with this rally. It's a bit of a relief rally. We would have to break above the higher low support and also point of control, for me, for this to actually be bullish and continue to the upside. There's going to be a lot of resistance here on Dogecoin are based on the value area low and point of control from December would be, you know, we need to get above a lot of resistance. So these pumps could actually be a topping point at the 9-cent level. We want to be a little bit cautious. Bitcoin getting a bit of a movement down here on the lower time frames, getting a bit of a move down for the moment. Small little drop. However, we are inside of the value range. This is very interesting to see what happened here, because with the Legends community, we were also talking about, hey, this is likely going to create a three-wave structure to the downside. Now, this was extremely volatile. This was like boom, bang. But I was waiting for this low to be claimed. And once that low is claimed, then we're kind of good for a long, right? Based on a ABC kind of corrective structure. It happened way too fast, faster than usual. But that was the plan. The plan was that maintain the yearly level, maintain the highs here from the first couple of days of January. We need to maintain above this level. Of course, this was just a big flush, and overall it was just basically a three-wave structure to the downside. It still looks very, very bullish. Yeah, no doubt. I'm calling for a new high here, possibly in the next coming hours. I don't think the price will fill, you know, this wick over here. You know, probably could get a little bit of more of a nasty pullback here, down back here to this level. I would be very much interested to get into a long position if this were to be the case. And that is purely based on a 1, 2, 3 wave here. And based on the massive pump that we've had here. This is very impulsive. This is very corrective. Just a bit of a flush here. A lot of over leveraged long positions just getting out of the market. And everything points out that yearly level, these highs over here, should be maintaining as support. So after this three-wave structure to the downside, I would be expecting here possibly new 5 waves here to the upside, getting above yesterday's highs. So far, you know, the market is still bullish. We did have an attempt here to move lower. It was just you know, these wicks make me bullish. Just like the wicks here made me bullish right over here, right? When we zoom out here from the analysis from the last week, you know, when we saw these wicks right there, this is extremely bullish. This is like flushing out so we can actually go to higher levels. So this for me is another flush, just to make another high. So, I mean, those pullbacks have happened, right? The people that are saying, yeah, we need to get a drop. We had over 1,500 drop just today in a matter of minutes. It happened. So that was kind of the corrective move. You know, it happened. So these kind of flushes are bullish. We talked about the bump and run scenario, looking to claim that $46,000 high. So far, this played out very, very nicely. It got into a beautiful long position, and I was just happy with taking the profits. Okay, so I did not maintain that long position open anymore. Out of that long position, took the profits, did take a quick little short scalp from here, and got stopped out on the rest of the position, you know, based on the analysis that I shared just at the beginning of the stream. That was actually mentioned what we wanted to see to get into a short position safely on yesterday's stream. It was explained here very, very nicely. And it's the same scenario that happened right over here. So no trades open for the moment on my side on Bybit. You know, I'm just waiting for a little bit of, I'm very much expecting new highs. If we were to get a leg down here to kind of back test these lows, I would be very much interested. Guys, remember you do have the fee discount, which you will not find anywhere else if you sign up with the Bybit link down below, and you can claim that $30,000 worth of bonus depending on what you deposit. Okay, for me it's the #1 exchange. If you cannot trade on Bybit, you have great options such as BingX and BITFLEX down below in the description, MEXC as well. There's several options with no KYC if you cannot trade on Bybit. But for me, you know the deal, #1 Bybit, you know, for trading there for over 4 years. So the next trading setup here, being patient. I'm being patient, okay, and we could be getting a leg down. It's very much possible, even though I think that we're going to hit those highs, to get into a relatively nice trade here for me. coming back down to test that yearly level, which was tested yesterday very nicely. We got a perfect touch of that yearly level, right? For anybody that is not aware, that yearly level is basically the close and open of 2021 and 2022, right? You got that yearly level all the way down here, okay? As you can see, yearly close of 21 and 22 open. And when we do analyze here the situation that happened between yesterday and today, we got that bounce from that yearly level. That yearly level can differ depending on what exchanges you use, all right? It can differ $50, $100, right? Because on other exchanges, you might have a different yearly level. I use Bybit mainly for my technical analysis. So right there, we just tap that level and coming down to that zone, right? Based on there's an ABC wave to the downside already here, and the market is still very much impulsive. If we were to come down to this zone, I would be very much interested, depending on the reaction as the back test of this level, to get into the long position. I will be remaining very patient to analyze the situation right over here. There's no rush. Price is going against me. There is no rush to get into a long. If it is going against me and it continues going against me, you know, there is no long trade to be taken. Once you hit that zone right over there and you do manage to get a recovery, then obviously that is the moment I'm interested in the long position to claim these highs. Okay, but we need the price action stopping at that level, and that is purely based on this being an ABC corrective move and this still being very impulsive, and you're looking for a higher low round about this area, right, which would be a back test of this low. It's hitting the yearly level. We're looking at some Fibonacci levels from the pivot low of today's wick movement to the downside. 50% Fibonacci, maybe a wick down to the 618. That is actually in confluence with the highs here created on the first few days of January. So 618 is looking pretty good. It's going to be in between 50% and 618 where I will be looking for the price to actually maintain. And don't worry, you know, I'm not going to catch the ultimate low level. I'm going to wait patiently for the levels to actually hold very nicely. Once we reclaim this low, for me, it's going to be a green light for the price to actually recover and come back to the highs. Okay, so that's a little bit of my trading plan that I do see here available for the next coming hours. That is, if we do get that drop down there, no reaction whatsoever, then obviously we go to lower levels, and yeah, I'll be analyzing some lower levels, you know. But so far, you know, this zone should be holding. That's for this low $46,000 range should be holding. If we start breaking through very aggressively, losing this low, then we will just have to restructure the analysis and analyze the situation. And that's going to be it, basically. That's going to be it. You know, I haven't got any levels here marked for a next trading opportunity. But overall, yeah, I mean, this value area high of this trading range that we formed the last few days before getting the pump, you know, I would be in no rush whatsoever. You know, it's just being patient. You know, the moment we stop and form a range, then I will analyze the situation to look for the next trading setups. You know, if that volatility starts kicking in, I'm just going to be waiting patiently till we actually form a range. Basically, that's going to be it. So, you know, more internally here, this is the zone that I want the price to hold. 46,000 to 46,200. This is the zone that I would like the price to maintain. If we were to get a nice drop now of, you know, $500, bit of volatility, this is the zone I want it to hold for me to take the trading decision to get into a long. And this is over $1,000 move to the upside, and it is highly likely that this could hold. However, it needs to hold. As traders, we need to be patient, because if you just hit that zone, I will be not long in this. It could just slice through. And of course, you know, we've got people that are very much impatient, right, when they're trading, and they'll be probably, you know, getting into long positions on the retracement, and then you're probably going to get a nasty wick to the downside. We do not want to be those guys. We want to remain patient. Andy, do you think altcoins will follow BTC on ETF approval? To be honest, no. I don't think, you know, if Bitcoin gets a major pump of $3,000 on the ETF news approval. I think a lot of altcoins will lag behind. You will see some of the large caps such as Solana, such as, maybe getting a bit of a pump of 5-10%, but I wouldn't expect them to get a major rise. Okay, I tell you what, the altcoins will follow the drop. They will unlikely follow the pump, but they will follow the drop if that were to be the case. Okay, I'm much more confident that, say, hey, if Bitcoin drops 10%, then the altcoins will drop 15-20% possibly. Okay, that is almost for sure. I can be 99% sure that will be the case if Bitcoin gets a nasty drop. However, on the other side, based on ETF possible hype pump of approval, a lot of the altcoins will just basically not do anything. They'll be just on the sidelines. Nobody smashing the like button, says Moon Boot Boy. Come on, legends, you can smash it up right away. Support the channel. I gave a brief explanation on the trading setup that was mentioned yesterday. The pure explanation was the exact same thing that happened today, and also talking about a possible opportunity that I would be willing to get in right now, if we were to maintain above this $46,000, if we were to face that level here, in the next coming hours. Okay, so just pure education, understanding the structure, understanding the major levels that need to maintain to take a possible trading decision. So smash it up, my man, my guys here, legends, beautiful community. I love you guys. Traders claim to make money but then plug Bybit few small gains. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. I'm actually I can share you my track record. I'm actually on a prop firm as well, making profits from a prop firm. I have no problem in sharing that, of course, but no doubt that for a few $100s, if I can make a few $100s in a trade, bring it on. Profits are profits, and also it just it all piles up, right? It all piles up. All revenue counts. It can be just a few bucks, it can be a few hundred. Sometimes I make a couple of thousand, and sometimes I make a few hundreds, on a trade. But it all piles up. It's all about how much you can make at the end of the month, not in one trade, of course. You can be very aggressive in one trade. You can be very conservative. It just, anyway, I don't need to give you the explanation. But anyway, yeah, it is what it is. I can share with you, the gains, and I can share with you also the prop firm that I am using at the moment, that I have received already a first payment, because I got into looking about a prop firm, and just because I had a friend that was, tested it out, and already making some gains out of that. Anyway, never mind. That is to be shared with the community, with the legends community, of course, when they do ask about it. What is your opinion about Bybit taking people's money? It's all over Twitter and Reddit. What? Yeah, this is the first thing I haven't heard about that, about Bybit taking people's money. You can. I have obviously direct contact as well with Bybit or with MEXC, okay, because obviously we have affiliate links, and I have direct contact, okay, with the team. And you send me a message if you have any problem with any of the exchange. If you thought that you cannot withdraw, or your funds are stuck, or you got liquidated and your stop loss was not hit, send me a DM. I will sort you out, okay? I will sort you out. This thing about talking bad about some exchanges, especially Bybit, which is, has one of the best reputations out there, then obviously, I feel bad about it. If anybody has an issue, DM me on Telegram or Discord. Don't worry, I'll sort you out in no time, okay? So I'm not sure. I haven't read those tweets, but overall, I wouldn't be paying too much attention on that. Especially from Bybit, there's no way there is any problems with any clients from Bybit for the moment going right now, okay? So for the moment, no issues with that. I'll send you. Thanks a lot, sir. Habib. Yeah, absolutely. If you have any issues with Bybit, I will sort you out in no time. Okay. But you obviously need to share, what's happened, right? You need to share the data, right? Would love to know about the prop firm. Yes, this is more for the Legends community. So if you want to join the Legends community, this is where I talk about the possible scenarios, technical analysis. You know the deal. There is that link down below as well if you want to join the Legends trading community, where I provide videos and information every single day looking for the next possible opportunities. Okay, that is down below, and any information should be shared right there. Okay, if you want to DM me, ask me any personal questions, how are you doing, me to share anything, you want to do it through there. Okay, there's a special community for that, obviously. Andy, do you know what time the decision will be announced tomorrow? I mean, I know there was pure speculation. It was going to be approved yesterday. It's going to be approved today. The official date is tomorrow, and it could actually be in the morning, Eastern European time. We're talking about US. It could be the morning. I think it is going to be in the evening. So it's likely going to be late night Central European time. That once it's out, it will just pop out. Okay, there's really not an official timing. I think it could be sooner than that, it could be later than that. So overall, I would expect afternoon Eastern time in the US. So I would expect it around about 2-3 p.m. Eastern time in the US. That should be when the announcement should be out already. So it would be very much on the sidelines. Is there a trial period on the Legends community? I think there is not any trial period right now. There might be a few days of a trial period. Make sure to join the Discord, open a support ticket, and we'll sort you out. If you want to be a few days for free, then we'll probably can sort you out. So just so you can see the value there. Right. Awesome. I will check that out. Sounds great. Jacob, thank you very much. Yeah, if you want a trial period, I'm happy to give a trial, for a few days, maybe for extending for a week, okay? Just so you can see the value. If you find some value, if you don't like it, then obviously you don't get the subscription. But obviously there is value, there every single day. Right, let's take a look. About Bybit and any platform, usually problems appear if something is wrong with AML check, yes, or some address propped up in criminal history. Yeah, exactly. I think they got an incredible, great track record, Bybit especially, and they're totally transparent with their funds. Funds are SAFU. So, yeah, I mean, the Bybit, the track record is insane. Very, very solid. For me, if you ask me which one is the best, obviously, that is Bybit, of course. There are other good ones, no doubt. But if you want the best one, I'm just going to say Bybit, because I know with my research, they're the most solid one out there for the moment. One thing about your Discord community that Andy actually replies on, other influencer ever replies his DMs, but Andy takes out time and replies. More power to you, bro. Keep up the good work. That is very kind words. I am all for the community. Anybody that is in the Legends community, you can DM, you can tag me. I will obviously reply. This is what it's all about. Any other, loads of different Discords out there where the people don't even respond. No, you cannot do that. I am here for the community. If you're in the community, of course. You're a legend. Thank you, Jacob. Yeah, okay, let's go with them. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate you. But I know a lot of people are here watching the stream because they want some analysis. They want some, let me do TA on some altcoins on demand. Shall we do some TA on demand here for some altcoins? Drop off your favorite altcoin here. We'll choose one here in the comment section. How do you use Bybit in the UK? Is it as simple as using a VPN? Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. You would have to DM, and you would have to DM me. There's certain information that I cannot share here. Okay, but you got other exchanges here in the description, such as MEXC. You have BitMEX, not BitMEX, for goodness sake. You have BingX, you have BITFLEX. They do not require KYC, and yes, with VPN, you can also log into these accounts. But if you want to trade on Bybit, if you live in the UK, It's a bit more complex. You would probably want to send me a DM for that. Something that I cannot talk here on a live stream. So anyway, Ethereum ETF when says swimming by 𝗖𝗺𝗺𝗃. Anyway, Ethereum ETF, we don't really have a deadline for that, but I think it's personally going to come. And when we do take a look at the Ethereum BTC chart, it's just absolutely beautiful, guys. We are hitting that major zone right now. Look at the dip here that we've had during the last few days. We've been talking about this zone here for the last few weeks on Ethereum since we were trading at this zone against Bitcoin. Once Ethereum starts breaking beneath this movement over here, this A wave, right? That is your buying zone for Ethereum. Okay, all the attention has gone to Bitcoin at the moment, and Ethereum's like, yeah, Ethereum's dead. Look at Solana, look at, you know, 𝗕𝗏𝗃, look at all of these different, you know, L1s that are much better than Ethereum. We cannot forget that Ethereum has a massive ecosystem, and it's the safest out there. They haven't had any problems with their blockchain. Look what happened to Solana. Look what happened to Avalanche. Binance Smart Chain, yeah, we ain't going to talk about, you know, Binance Smart Chain because that is horrendous. But anyway, you know, the Ethereum is the one that is completely, you know, safe, decentralized, and is the one that has, you know, a much better track record than the rest of them, right? And the ecosystem is absolutely huge, and that ain't going to change anytime soon. So anyway, talking about this, you know, now the attention is on Bitcoin. People are losing faith on Ethereum. That is the interesting moment where you want to start thinking about buying it, because Ethereum is very much alive. And this is, for me, my prediction here for the next coming weeks. This is going to be the extreme buy zone for Ethereum and an ABC macro wave here. Something very similar to what happened on the previous cycle, where you had the massive crash, the instant rally bounce here in a B wave, and then you come here to claim beneath the A wave right over here, where you do consolidate, but then you get into that beautiful rally. So same scenario is happening here in the next coming weeks with a high probability, where Ethereum will have its moment, of course, where it will outperform Bitcoin at some stage here in 2024. So right, let's go right away through Polkadot. I can see a lot of dot here in the comment section. Let's go right away. Are the projects on MEXC legit? I found microcap gem that I think will do very well this year. The cryptos that are on MEXC with low cap, they are extremely legit. You can buy them and withdraw them to your wallet. No doubt they are legit. All of the cryptos on MEXC are legit. The question is it a pump and dump, or will it dump, or is it going to pump in the next coming months? I don't know. You know, they can have some very dodgy cryptos that are low cap, but the actual crypto is on the blockchain. You can buy it on MEXC and withdraw it, if that is the question. They are legit. They won't have any fake tokens. The tokens are very much real. So let's take a look at Polkadot right away here. TA on demand from the community, right? So let's go, first of all, go and analyze Polkadot. And Polkadot is another one that's going to be huge. Of course, it got a big hit after the major pump that happened. And we are starting to face extremely important support here for Polkadot. And that is based on the value area of the entire range, right? The point of control. This is where we got our first little bounce here just on the second week of December. We broke through, bounced our support, got a major rally. We are right now almost hitting that level. This is the $6.30 level. It's going to be very interesting to see here, you know, depending on how much Bitcoin drops or not, that if we are going to maintain above the point of control of the entire range here of the last 12 months. But I can already tell you that this rally over here is the disbelief rally, and this is the dump rally, the dump, okay, after the disbelief. This is it, you know, altcoin season. This was it. This was altcoin season. No. This is the first pump from the altcoin season. Now it's entering into that corrective move here for the next coming weeks, possibly in a very, very disturbing type of ABC corrective move, where it's going to just bring you the best opportunity to re-enter. This is the second chance. It's the second chance pullback, which means that if you did not buy in this area, this is the first FOMO pump where people probably entering a little bit late. Now you're getting that second chance pullback that might be a few weeks. Okay, I do see possibly Polkadot maybe going to the $6, maybe going slightly below, trying to attempt to go to much lower levels. And if it does consolidate here around about the point of control of the range, which would be around about $5.50, $6, that is going to be the opportunity zone, guys. Especially if you consolidate sideways, that will be the first corrective wave before you start pumping crazy here in Q2, entering into Q3 of 2024. So, I mean, that's my personal prediction here on a lot of the altcoins. It can get a bit messy. I do see it going here for several weeks to the downside, a bit of sideways action. It is definitely a possibility that is going to happen, especially if Bitcoin gets a very aggressive drop after all of this ETF thing, right? But nevertheless, that is going to bring you the great buying zone, right? For me, it's going to create a higher low. These pullbacks, such as Polkadot, are likely to create a higher low. They won't pull back all the way down here below $4 in the case of Polkadot, right? It's the first rally of the bull run, the first little rally, and this is the first little pullback that we're getting for the next coming weeks. And that is basically it. It's the next opportunity zone to get in my opinion. And I'm talking about good projects. I'm talking about Polkadot, which is a good project and will likely do very, very well in the next coming months. Okay, there are a lot of altcoins that have had a major pump and they'll probably dump back down from the start of the pump. There's a lot of altcoins that will do that. They will probably get beneath the start of the pump that they created in October and November. It's going to happen. There will be a lot of altcoins that do that. However, the good projects such as Polkadot, they will find a higher low, in my opinion, here at some point here in between $6 and $5 if we were to continue correcting. So that is my personal opinion, technical analysis here on Polkadot. Polkadot, a great project. If it were to get another leg down facing the $4 range, that would be pretty aggressive. It's just going to give you a greater buying entry, because I do see this, bottoming out at some point to get the next rally. We will find out, guys, on the live streams. No worries. Once we find a bottom formation here on Polkadot, it's going to be like, guys, we want to be ready. I will be very much doing a live stream, talking about major opportunities, just like Polkadot here a few weeks ago before we smashed out from this level. We talked about $9, even $10 being very much achievable, from this point right over here. We were looking at the descending wedge, guys. This is gonna pop. It's gonna pop, and it popped. It did take a few days, but overall it did manage to get the leg up. So obviously, if you do want, depending if you're buying it for long term, then this is nothing. But for trading, my goodness, you can get into an epic long position here and make an absolute killing, because this pumped, over 50% in a matter of a few days. And obviously with a bit of leverage, it's you can make some absolutely good gains. Dot have dead. Dot is not dead. It's very, very far away from being dead. So anyway, let's go. Continue through the comment section. Matic BTC all-time low. That is very interesting chart to see. Let's take a look at that right away. Matic BTC. I mean, this is the moment you would want to be excited on of these. Not all-time low, but yeah, it's very interesting to see Matic right now here at these levels. I mean, for me, Matic is definitely going to do very, very well in the bull run. And this is an interesting zone. It is definitely an interesting zone. Highs of the range, lows of the range. It is creating aggressive lower highs, You know, we need to think that all of the attention right now is on Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance got a huge bounce the last few days because the attention is on Bitcoin. You know, nobody cares about altcoins right now as the ETF and rest of it. So altcoins are not getting too much attention right now for the last 1 to 2 weeks, and they are getting a little bit of a, you know, not doing much, going a little bit to the downside. And I think obviously looking at the Bitcoin, the Matic BTC chart, Matic will outperform Bitcoin at some stage in the next coming months. So I think this is a great zone here for accumulation on Matic. You know, great L2 for Ethereum network, and has a huge ecosystem already. And yeah, basically this is the great zone in my opinion. It's not going to successfully break down from these lows. Of course, it can create a bit of choppiness beneath this level, but overall I would be expecting Matic to get a really nice recovery against Bitcoin. Right, let's go right away. Bull run does not start until after the halving. Yeah, this is why maybe all the way up to the halving we might be seeing some corrective moves. Okay, during January, during February, we can probably see some pretty nasty pullbacks. Okay, remember what happened back in March of 2020 where we had the C19 crash, right? We were already getting a bit of a corrective move, but then we had C19, which was devastating. It was a massive crash for Bitcoin and all of the crypto. It was a interesting event, but overall it was part of this corrective wave. It was just part of the corrective wave that we had before the halving. So just after the halving, yeah, bull run obviously, you know, was happening. Right, Bonk, brother. Let's take a look at Bonk right away here. Why not? Shall we take a look at Bonk? Analyze Bonk right away. I think Bonk, you know, I was talking about Bonk here, not reaching all-time high in many months. It's still very early stages here for Bonk for me to think that it's going to be bullish. We need to find a massive round formation and bottom out, going sideways for many weeks, many weeks for me to think, right, Bonk has bottomed out, guys. We are good for buying Bonk because it's still very aggressive, this downtrend that we've had for the last few weeks. I want a little bit more of sideways action, you know, in the next coming weeks for me to think that Bonk has bottomed out. For the moment, it's still very aggressive in this corrective move, you know, lost an important level of resistance, and, you know, we would have to go sideways and reclaim that level for me to think that Bonk, you know, we are good for Bonk to actually, you know, continue here an uptrend. But a bit more sideways action on Bonk, and if that sideways action does not happen, then obviously we're looking for lower, just looking for lower. We need sideways action here to take advantage of Bonk, in my opinion. Helium, I think Helium did get a major rally. It's one of the biggest gainers, if I'm not mistaken, of the last few days. Helium HNT. Helium got a pretty nice bounce, if I'm not mistaken, during the last few days. Yeah, it got a pretty nice bounce since yesterday. Let me just take a look at this range. So no doubt Helium has done incredibly well. Helium has gone pretty parabolic here during November and December, and had a bit of a cool off right now. Ain't looking too great, to be honest. I think we're gonna have to start breaking some major levels. We're facing some interesting resistance here on Helium, which is basically the point of control from the entire range here that we formed, you know, the 3rd, 4th week of December. You know, getting those wicks here, swing failure pattern from these highs with the point of control right there. It's under a massive amount of pressure at the moment. You know, if we do manage to break through here very solidly without major wick to the downside, I mean, I would be aiming for the value area high. It doesn't look right. It doesn't look good, to be honest. we take a look at Fibonacci from the highs created here to the lows. Yeah, I mean that 50% with the point of control acting as major resistance. We just got a lot of volume here, guys, that we are struggling at the moment. Looking at the case here, we got a beautiful bounce from this level, from this consolidation range. Yeah, it's a bit of an automatic rally, right? It's a little bit of an automatic rally. You know, after bouncing from this consolidation, it is facing some very interesting resistance. Would be a bit cautious. There's going to be, you know, it's difficult to get into a long position. You know, it's facing resistance. There could be a really nice short position here as you claim this high and the value area high of this trading zone. So it could be like a bang bang and a quick instant pullback. I would be putting a limit, not a limit order, putting an alert here at the $8.20, just in case it continues rallying for a possible short here. Just a nice little day trade short, okay, down to the point of control after swing failure pattern and swing failure pattern and testing the value area high of this range. There's a kind of a little bit of a day trade scenario that I would be looking for here on the case of Helium. Facing a lot of resistance at the moment, which is that point of control of this entire range. Okay, so not easy, rejecting from that point, as you can see on the chart. So yeah, no doubt this was actually a pretty nice short, but you want to short the rejection of the highs. Shorting right now is a little bit too late. You want to try and short here at these, you know, at the rejection from the highs right there, and this could actually pull back down to the lows. So this is the shorting range that you wanted to get into on Helium. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is getting a little bit of a movement here to the downside, just very much sideways action here. It's maintaining that value area low very, very nicely. Like I said, my trading plan here for Bitcoin is the same. I would very much like the price of Bitcoin to actually have an attempt to lose value area low, back test this low, the yearly level, right, and look for the price to maintain this level over here. So movement down, boom, get a recovery. Would be very much interested in looking for a long position if that were to be the case here on Bitcoin. Get that volatile move down, maintain that yearly level and the highs from the first couple of days of January, and this zone is going to be absolutely golden if we do maintain it as support. We're probably maybe not even going to go down there and get a rise, but it would be my interest zone here to get into a nice long position. 𝗬liche got the hit. I have a bag of 𝗬liche for the mid long term. It did struggle a little bit, did get a bit of a hit. It is actually maintaining that lower high resistance quite nicely. Yeah, 𝗬liche, I think 𝗬liche is in a great buy zone. You might think this one's dead, but yeah, it's not dead. It's just getting into a great buying zone here on this retracement. Not much to say. 𝗬liche was lagging behind. We were talking about 𝗬liche possibly to get that rally. However, it did not happen. We got the drop on Bitcoin, drop on the altcoins, and 𝗬liche was just lagging behind and had to go with the rest of the market with this pullback. So 𝗬liche, major pullback here. I think it's going to be it will be entering a great buying zone. I would be a little bit on the sidelines if you want to buy 𝗬liche, just based on the possibility of Bitcoin getting a huge massive drop. So for a lot of the altcoins, I would remain on standby because we could be getting a bit more of a pullback in the next coming days, weeks, right? Maybe tomorrow Bitcoin, you know, gets a massive pullback of $5,000. Yeah, altcoins will be affected by this, okay? So I think altcoins, you know, to reaccumulate, I am being a little bit patient based on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin will have to have a pullback at some stage, and maybe altcoins will not follow the pump, but they will follow the drop, okay? So altcoins will probably not do much on the pump, but when Bitcoin gets a pretty aggressive drop, altcoins will follow. Altcoins are going to follow. Right. Thank you very much. I love caps lock. Thoughts on .meme coin in the future? What? Yeah, I haven't been looking at the meme coins for DOT. I'm not sure which ones they are. Are there any meme coins here on DOT? Yeah, I haven't checked it out actually. Where is it? Polkadot ecosystem. There we have it. Yeah, Polkadot meme coins. I haven't actually done the research on meme coins here on Polkadot. So if any ones that are going to launch, any ones that are going to happen, I have no clue for the moment, to be honest. Guys, VanEck CEO confirms that the Bitcoin spot ETF will beginning trading on Thursday. How crazy is that? So is it sell the news already? So is it official? Is it official? Right. Andy, I must say I follow or watch no one but you, and I can't wait until I can afford the community subs. I am just wondering why that first big wick down is not your clear confirmation and longing the value area low. Yeah, I mean, it is also a big level of support, no doubt. You know, yeah, but I'm just waiting patiently. I would rather miss the long position than actually, you know, getting in a little bit early. The thing about when you do create a low and then you move to the upside and then you create a failed auction, the price likes to backtest it a lot, many times. So a backtest from this level, whether we do lose a value area low, I still think that we are very much in bullish structure. It just makes sense here for a 3-wave move down, movement up here, get the first pullback right there, and then get the rise. It just makes a lot of sense, and it might just rise from here possibly, but this is a probability game. It's a game of being patient, and I know if the price does fail to move beneath this level and gets above it, it's just going to be highly likely that the market is going to start pumping from this range based on a backtest of the level, failing to move lower. This is the end of a ABC. This is a first wave up. You're getting a bit of a complex, you know, corrective structure at the moment, and it just makes a lot of sense to get the perfect entry. Now, sometimes if you're waiting for the perfect entry, the market might just hold this range and go to the highs. Sometimes you just miss the trade, and it is what it is. Legends, thank you very much for joining the stream. I am going to wrap it up. I just love the TAs no matter how much I disconnect from crypto trading. But when I'm back, I am back to watch you. You're the best dude. Murad, thank you very much. Yeah, basic technical analysis, almost importantly, risk management, learning how to be patient to look for the next probability trade. Thank you very much, guys, for joining the stream. Remember to destroy that like button. If you are an experienced trader, remember that Bybit has a 20% fee discount with the link down below. Apart from that bonus that you're going to get airdropped to your account, this is the one that I use most of the times. Of course, you got other alternatives such as BingX, BITFLEX, MEXC, that no KYC is required. It's another way to support the channel, but it's another way for you to get the best bonus available on those exchanges. Thank you very much. Hopefully you have enjoyed today's stream. Yesterday's stream talking about the explanation about getting into a short. Today actually explaining what happened. All right, that actually played out very nicely for this quick little drop. Thank you very much, legends. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.